Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. We're coming to you with another Crown Royal. What, Bruno? We don't do a lot of Crown Royals.
No, you generally don't.
And I got my B-17 bomber hat on.
It's nice.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I can do the flaps up. First
Maybe
of all,
the whiskey bomber.
Yeah,
like rolling over Switzerland, throwing out bottles of whiskey from
over Switzerland.
10,000 feet.
Switzerland was neutral. From 10,000 feet, I'd kill you. What hit you?
Like the candy bomber, you're like the whiskey bomber.
The candy bomber happened right after World War II when they shut down Berlin. Yeah, the Karina wants to mean the shot. Now we will talk about this canvas bag a little bit later. But let's unbag it. Now this is hand selected barrel. What does that mean?
It was hand selected.
Right.
Now this was actually Coop at our liquor store.
Coop.
Pick this up.
Dog bags.
And that's on your box, actually. It's not on the bottle.
Right. Let me grab that. Keep going.
Cooper and somebody else from the liquor store, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Coop and Coleman.
Coop and Coleman. Oh, that's Matt.
Yeah.
Coop and Matt got to handpick this barrel of whiskey. They got it bottled. They are selling it at their liquor store.
Yep.
Auburn Spirits.
Yep.
And you picked this up.
I did, because I've been digging it. And let's go.
It's a little bit stronger.
Now it's a coffee still, right?
51.5%.
Yeah, first of all, I like that. I wanted a higher, hotter.
Now, yeah, but the coffee still, if you didn't read the fine print on the back, it doesn't say it anywhere else, and I don't know why. Maybe it says it on the box, I guess. But a coffee still, it's C-O-F-F-E-Y, is an older still, and not too many people.
It says it right here. The mash is distilled in a Crown Royal's unique coffee rye whiskey still. The only known one of its kind in North America, named after the man who invented it, coffee. Which is very confusing to this dummy. You say coffee still, and I'm like, what, they were using a still for coffee beans? And no, it's the guy's last name. The whiskey is then patiently, not unpatiently, but patiently aged in barrels. I'd be like, come on, age, baby. Age. I have no
You don't want to
patience.
age it quickly.
No.
Come on, hurry up, hurry up.
Hurry up. Come on. You'd be yelling at the whiskey. And then, let's see, you patiently aged in barrels that contract and expand with the changes in the temperature. What? That sounds like science. Slowly developing character while it does that. And for the first time, Crown Royal offered you the opportunity to savor the raw magic of its unique coffee rye whiskey.
Actually took me back in time there with that.
I'm unique as well. That's why I'm wearing the hat.
Now,
later on, I want to talk about the cap. But okay, go.
And I point out this is 51% because I think every other Crown that we've done has been 40%.
Good.
This is the first one.
I know we're in the midst of this, but let me throw out, because I've been forgetting. Hey, please, hey, you, subscribe.
Oh,
yeah,
good plug.
We've been forgetting. Subscribe right now. Just pause it and subscribe.
You can go to ScotchTestDummies.com and order one of your very own Scotch Test Dummies Glencairn. It makes whiskey taste better.
We're on Twitter. But one reason you're going to want to subscribe is in about a month, hopefully, January-ish, we are going to be coming out with a review of Ardbeg Quarryvekken. Very peaty. And for those of you that know, I love the smoke.
And you might have some more from your tasting in Dallas you're going to be doing too, maybe.
Bingo. I'm doing a tasting in Dallas. Well, the tasting in Dallas will be done by the time they see. Well, maybe. You might show it to them now. So, subscribe. By the way, we love your comments. Go down there and comment. Yes, we're relaxed. Yes, I wear goofy hats. Yes, I can't remember names. What's the name of the guy that did the still on this again?
Coffee.
Oh, coffee.
Now, I will tell you, I don't get the usual Crown Royal Canadian whiskey nose with this. I don't get as much of the maple.
Okay. It's still very light.
Yeah, still very light. And actually, I mean, you can smell it, though. It seems to be a little bit stronger. You can smell a little bit more of the alcohol in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I get any of the rye notes, if this is a Crown Royal coffee rye whiskey. I don't know if I get any of the rye on the nose.
You know, I don't get it on the nose, but the flavor, the Canadian ryes that a lot of the rye they have in their whiskeys, they don't have that bite. They're very smooth. This one has a little bit more of that rye flavor in it.
Yep.
And I love the rye. So it's got a little bit more of the spark.
There's a slight maple to it, neat.
Very much.
surprisingly not the standard Canadian or Crown Royal whiskey. Probably because it's the 51%, and maybe it's all the coffee from the coffee stills and the rye.
All the coffee?
Yeah.
You're confusing.
The coffee stills.
There's no coffee.
Coffee still.
I do get a smooth, caramelized, almost a butterscotchery.
Yeah, a little bit of butterscotch and a spicy black pepper.
Oh, I do not get the black pepper at all. I know what you're saying though. I do get the spicy rye, and then it finishes in a smooth, rounded butterscotch candy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have in my notes from when I tasted it that the water, probably because it's bringing it down to about that 40% level, is bringing out more of the Canadian nose. And I'm starting to pick up a little bit more of that maple.
I see the pepper more in this one. I mean, it's the rye spark of it, but it's a peppery note. And its aftertaste lingers and finishes, like I said, with that butterscotch. Mouth feels a little bit, I get like a little sparkiness. Mm-hmm. Really clings to the cheek.
Yeah.
What's the name of the kid in A Christmas Story with Ralphie that wears this kind of hat? You remember he touches his tongue to the flagpole? I'm usually good with names.
Yeah, I don't
remember. And I can't remember his name.
With names.
Usually good with names. I'm surprised I remembered Ralphie. Love that.
Still a little bit of the oak in there, and probably the best Crown Royal. And maybe that's because it's a little bit stronger, and you bump up to that 46, 50, into the 50 percentile.
It was more expensive. I want to say this was in the 40s or 50s. 50s. It was 50. I got to tell you, the one that I've liked the most, has surprised me the most, is still that Winter Harvest rye.
Just the regular Crown
$22.95 Winter Harvest, not the regular, but the Winter Harvest rye. Yeah. Maybe it's because it surprised me. I had low expectations and I loved it. But this is delicious. I'm glad I bought it. Mm-hmm. I'm glad Coop and Coleman, I always call them Matt, put their names on it.
Yep.
All right. Scott, oh, we got to score it. I almost went with our little tagline. I'm giving this an 88. I like it. I really warmed up to the whole Crown Royal line as we've covered these. And this is the last of the Crown Royals that we'll probably cover for a while.
I think so.
Till they come out with something else. We've really hit a full spectrum. 89, you liked it that much?
Yeah, that's good. Like I say, I think probably because it's the 51% and coming from the coffee stills.
Excellent.
Boosts the flavor up there a little bit. Pushes it up.
You know what, Bruno? Scotch it. You Scotch god.
Cilantro. Dummies.
All right, packaging. We're back in. What do we got? We got a burlap sack. What do you think? With a leather shoelace tie.
The burlap sack is nicer. It's better than the standard cloth.
I want the calf skin deer leather.
But again, here we go. A plastic screw-on cap. Come on, Crown Royal.
Shine it up.
Give me a cork.
Yeah, I don't need a cork. But make this look like it's wood. Make it look wood.
A little bit different profile with the bottles a little bit taller.
I don't know.
The XO was a little bit different. They're all
crystal.
Pretty similar. It's not bad though.
All right.
I like the labeling on it's a little bit.
I do like that this almost looks like a coffee bag. I think that's what they were doing.
Like a coffee beans.
Yeah, it looks like coffee beans are in it. Bumps it up to a 6.
You're the only one that confuses coffee with coffee.
I don't think so. Yeah. I think they thought it's a coffee still. You know what? Let's make it look like a burlap coffee bag, even with the...
I give it a 5.
I guarantee
just because of the burlap.
Somebody in marketing said go with a burlap sack that looks like coffee and it's in a coffee still. So you're still hating on the cap. I just say make the cap look, give it a sheen to it. Or make it look like a wood cap, but it's plastic.
Yeah. Or even maybe metal. Maybe it's time for a metal one. Later, dummies.
What'd you make it? What number?
4. 5. What'd you give it?
6.
Yeah, 5.
So I like the sack.
Yeah.
See ya.
Later, dummies.